Jimmy Fallon's writers hate him because he didn't rub Trump's hair off, so a real-life skinhead would emerge. Can I get a holla for a primo Fallon? My life's depressed because all my writers hate me because I humanize Trump. Holla! Jon Snow going to a fancy rehab center in Connecticut for $75,000 a month is a major bummer. He was supposed to be the more alpha dog Orlando Bloom, yet now you get the impression he'd startle easy from a cutting stare from Gordon Ramsay on MasterChef Celebrity Edition. Fake news Knights of the Round Table for his take on Dothraki lamb burgers. Gordon Ramsay yells, "This burger tastes like burnt villagers, Jon Snow." Plus, the Dothraki would skullfuck you on the spot for infusing their burgers with rosemary, garlic, aioli. Dothrakis are never confused with shishi bitches like yourself, John. No offense. Can I get a holla for a fresh at the press? Aren't you blessed? Primo, act out by Gordon Ramsay. Holla! It's my daughter. Daddy, what's an antioxidant? Bitter foods. Supposed to play a prevent defense on disease attacks. Explaining why kale pesto has become a thing now. Bitter bile from the New York Times only accelerates Trump derangement syndrome. So this is my wife and I where we're brainstorming color schemes for our new home entrance right downstairs. But I was actually doing most of the brainstorming. At one point, I pitched, "What about rose red?" Wife says, "It feels juvenile to me." And I reply, "What does losing your virginity to Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews have to do with it? Can I get a holla for a Gen X reference that will never tie? Holla!" Again, this is my favorite planned speech opener for my brother's August wedding. God has given my brother more second shots than George Steinbrenner offered Steve Howe. My dad wrote a porno, has gotten 150 million downloads, but it's a porno that takes place in England. Gross. Unless J.K. Rowling is getting titty blasted by Guy Ritchie, I'm not interested in her busted, slinky snapshots. That is. Hope Hicks is so hot. John Cryer wouldn't cry if he walked into her dressing room at CBS by mistake, with Chuck Lorre wearing his finest platform shoes from the 70s show for her dream cameo in The Big Bang Theory as a MAGA-bot sex doll come to life. So this is a conversation with my mother at the Lakeside Field Club. It's a conversation inspired by a conversation that I had with my mother. My mother says, who's from Kentucky. My mom identifies herself as a Southerner, although my wife will be quick to say, actually, Kentucky's more like Midwest South, where finger food is anything that tastes like your cousin's panties. My wife wouldn't utter a funny line like that. She's not that funny. Actually, that joke was a revision from my first joke ever. It was an open mic. It was in LA. And I used to say, instead of cousin, I would say sister. And which is way more gross and not laugh generating funny. And all I got from the audience was this one girl. After I said, my mom's from Kentucky, where finger food is considered anything that tastes like your daughter's panties. See, that version is funny too. But anyway, all I got was a standalone, or it was gross. I think it was, and then I froze. The light blinded me. Wasn't prepared for the light. Those were the days. But I stood strong, and I applauded my set. The rest of my bomb show from there. But what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So my mom says, what did my mom also say growing up? She would say, son, Kentucky's known for two things, horses and pretty women. At the time I said, Mom, keep your sundress on before you tell me that Dad is hung like Seabiscuit. So here at the Lakeside Field Club, my mom says, Field Club equals Gentiles. And I'm thinking, your Jewish friends are so wonderful? Besides Nancy, because she's more into inspirational leaders like Trump, as opposed to empty sociopath pantsuits like Huma Liquor Breath Hillary. Field Club equals Gentiles. Like, my parents' Jewish friends are so wonderful. They still subscribe to the New York Times. Also, Mom, no offense, but you didn't call me on my birthday from Israel, and I don't think it's because you didn't get, like, Wi-Fi access and, like, UN funded, like, death tunnels either, so stop acting so high and mighty. Field Club equals Gentiles. Mom, stop acting like your Jewish friends are so wonderful, okay? All you do is bitch about how Joan thinks secondhand clothes is beneath her. Would you find galling because she's from modest roots in the Bronx? Would you say the same thing about Ellen Barkin? Obviously, banging Ron Perlman for the money wasn't beneath her. So my wife, she discovers me filling out my own Father's Day card. And she says, oh, so you filled out your own Father's Day card that I got for you, that I didn't get around to doing, that I didn't have time for. Well, as long as you're pleased with yourself. And I said, what kind of do-it-all dad would I be if I didn't fill out a Father's Day card in my honor? Plus, you're always telling me how I'm the writer in the relationship, not you. So, I met up with my brother for Father's Day. It wasn't because he wanted to take me out on Father's Day. He, according to him, my only accomplishments in this world are banging out 3 genius, fuss-free children. He thinks that just happens because I'm so lucky. And that's so genetically jacked over here. But, and so anyway, so the only reason why he was talking to me was because he wanted to apologize for, well, actually, he didn't want to apologize. He didn't apologize for anything. I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to talk to my brother. It's going to sound boring. All I'm saying is that he's getting married, and what I found out from my brother is that they made it very clear if my 3 children aren't involved in his wedding, that they're not going to pay for it, and they're not going to gift him, and they're not going to attend. So it would be a complete debacle, and it would be a failed money grab on his behalf. So obviously he's got to make some sort of effort, and that's what he did. So, but in my brother's effort along the way, you know, he drops the lines like, well, I can't believe Mom visited back east to spend most of the time with your kids and not me. And I'm thinking, the reason why is because the world doesn't revolve around your no-talent, dumb mook mopings. Asshole. The world doesn't revolve around your family. So, along the way, you know, what's like really pathetic about my brother is that he's basically like an extension of my mother, with her like voice, her like pretentious, like non-thought out concerns. In this case, it was Matilda's not playing any group sports. So now I wanted to be you know, pleasant on Father's Day. I don't want to cause a Hiroshima, so I didn't unload on my brother. But if I were at the time, in response to Matilda's not playing any group sports, Matilda's my oldest. She's 8. This is what I would have had to say to my brother. Okay. So here we go. Younger brother starts off with, Matilda's not playing any group sports? Are you questioning my parenting sport? Colby chants her name in class when she hits homers and wiffle ball, and he's the best athlete in class. You better recognize Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? 25 years of blowing booze, and now you blame your stomach issues on being lactose intolerant? You're a performance coach because Matilda's not playing any group sports? Are you questioning my parenting sport? Matilda doesn't prance down the court on her tippy toes, looking like she's sporting high heels instead of high tops like I did. Which I would say is definitely a more positive step in the right direction. Also, I had my daughter clearing 5 sterile stairs at 4. Now she's breaking high school jump records in the 3rd grade jerk-off. Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? Again, she already broke the school high jump record in the 2nd grade. You blow through 8 balls in record time. Big difference. Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? She just finds most traditional team sports boyish boring. Like Mom of the Knicks. Which is a forced arranged marriage and Dad pushing us that we'll never ever ring to show for it. And instead, what did the Knicks give me? A joke about Melo? How Melo, when he played for the Knicks, his only commercial endorsement should have been for Tampax tampons? Because who's better than Carmelo at stopping so much flowage? Can I get a holla for Melo bashers that never get old? Holla! Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? She's not clamoring to play softball yet because she prefers to play wiffle ball with me instead. Her exact words, actually. Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? Matilda kisses her guns as she makes the monkey bars her bitch again and again. You're such a waste of breath. And you're an idiot for not knowing it. Ha! Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? Dad sent you to an old Catholic boarding school full of Division I hockey players who do pennies at you during Mass, but I'm the coolest dad coach over here. Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? Have you molded a girl who teachers want to clone to ensure their lives are fuss-free forevermore? Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? She can throw a perfect spiral. Your life is constantly spiraling out of control. Giving up gambling again, Ace? Fake news, Rothstein? Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? You get all your opinions on life from analogies on sports radio. Colin Hurd is an overrated, boring twerp. Stephen A, he isn't. Have Steve Summers write you a personal letter commending your New York Nick Dictionary Modern Pocket Edition. And maybe I give a shit about your recycled sports analogies to inform me on how I should live my life. I'll give you an example. Spree, verb, to flee from an impending chokehold. Can I get another holla? For a primo, Steve Summers, blessed and approve. Let's just be a joke. Holla! Matilda's not playing any group sports. Are you questioning my parenting sport? Joan Rivers didn't play ball either. But I'm sure Hugh Jackman will perform at your funeral send-off. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids with comedy. Can make our kids great again. I told you I was working on it. Controlling your kids with comedy, a love story. Now available on the trifecta. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, Kobo, Kobayashi. It's the Walmart online store. Very happy to be included there. And again, Do It All Dad does jokes. Comes out Independence Day, right around the corner. It's going to be my killer 1-2 punch. My Too Fast for Love, Shot at the Devil, practically back-to-back. Motley Crue's actually going to play at Trump's inauguration, but at the last second, Jared Kushner put a kibosh on it. He says, Dad, don't have Motley Crue play at your inauguration because Tommy Lee looks too alt-rightish, and my Hebrew Hammer can't compete, Dad. I'll talk to you guys soon.